In a world where hunters risk their lives in dungeons, Jinwoo Sung was once known as the weakest of them all. But after a near-fatal encounter, everything changed. He is now bound to a mysterious system that grants power through daily quests and brutal penalties. The daily quest notification appeared in his mind. He sat up quickly, relieved he still had plenty of time before midnight. The floating text demanded push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and a 10-kilometer run. The same routine as before. This again. He began his task with precise movements, a soft chime echoing in his head with each completed repetition. 7. 8. He now understood why his previous efforts hadn't counted. The system demanded perfection. After 100 push-ups, he collapsed onto the floor, breathing heavily. Just sit-ups and squats left, and the run. One by one, he completed each exercise, the system chiming its approval each time. His lungs burned, and his legs felt like lead, but he pushed through the pain, driven by the memory of a desert filled with giant centipedes. As he crossed the threshold of his room, a final chime echoed in his mind. He had done it. He dropped to his knees, gasping for air. Made it. Another notification appeared. Rewards were being delivered. Check. A full recovery, 3 ability points, and a mystery box. Without hesitation, he accepted. Fatigue vanished. His racing heart calmed. He felt refreshed, as if he'd just woken from perfect sleep. A status screen appeared before his eyes. Stats. He was still level 1. All his stats were at 10, but he had 3 points to assign. He knew immediately where they would go. Strength. He needed to see tangible change. 3 points to strength. The number ticked up from 10 to 13. He walked to his bed and gripped the frame. It was definitely easier to lift. But had the bed changed? Or had he? He wished he had tested his strength first. Then he remembered. The rewards from his penalty quest. The one he had almost died completing. He focused, pulling up the old notification. Another 3 ability points awaited him. Add 3 points to strength. His strength stat jumped to 16. He turned back to the bed, gripping the frame once more. It really works. I'm stronger. A wave of exhilaration washed over him. He started testing his new strength on everything in the room. It was time to go. He had lingered too long. His fingers closed around a cold, metallic object in his pocket. The gold key from the mystery box. A key that promised a dungeon. First, I need to figure out what you're all about. After completing his discharge paperwork, his first stop was the Hunters Association to request a new phone. When told it would take 2 weeks, he decided to wait. No one ever called him anyway. The key's information appeared in green letters. Dungeon key. It could be used at exit 3 of Hapjeong subway station. Though dungeons held painful memories, he steeled himself. He could take a quick peek and run if necessary. With his daily jogging, he was confident in his escape ability. Arriving at the station, he used the key. It vanished as he stepped through, and the entrance sealed shut behind him with an invisible wall. People passed by, vanishing at the barrier, completely unaware of his trapped state. A message flashed. You cannot leave. You must either kill the boss or use a teleportation stone. The station had transformed into a jungle. Vines covered the walls, and the stench of rot hung heavy. He summoned his steel sword from inventory, its familiar weight comforting. He descended cautiously, his heightened perception alerting him to a waiting predator. Purposely turning his back, he triggered the attack. A huge wolf burst through a display window, aiming for his neck. Reacting with new reflexes, he swung his sword, slicing through the beast's jaw. As it writhed, he finished it. A notification confirmed the kill. But his celebration was cut short as 2 more lichens emerged. As one leaped, he realized his sword was stuck. With no time to free it, he threw a punch. To his astonishment, the lichen's head exploded. He stared at his fist, dumbfounded. His strength stat yielded unbelievable power. Another notification chimed. You have leveled up. He was no longer level 1. Excited, he checked his status screen. All his stats had increased, and leveling had granted him 5 ability points, more than a daily quest reward. He could now grow stronger by hunting. The lost sword no longer mattered. He grinned at the remaining lichen. "I'll beat every last one of you to a pulp and leave only your fangs." He leaped toward the pack, new power coursing through him. He moved through the station, clearing the basement floors of monsters. With each kill, his level climbed. He found items in their stomachs, like lichen fang that he could sell for gold. He earned the title Wolf Assassin, boosting his abilities against animal types. He found a teleportation stone to leave, but chose to press on. He had done a lifetime's worth of retreating. On the 3rd floor, he faced the dungeon boss. A giant snake with impenetrable blue scales shot from black water. Their battle was fierce. The snake shattered his sword, forcing him to rely on bare hands. He dodged lightning-fast strikes, using agility to get close enough for a headlock. The snake thrashed, smashing him into walls, but he held on until he crushed its skull. The rewards were immense. He gained 2 levels immediately. From the boss, he acquired a venomous dagger and a powerful but dangerous poison. As the boss died, the dungeon reverted to a normal, empty subway station. He emerged to find a city under attack. A gate had opened nearby. Soldiers and police were everywhere. Seeing a stone golem threatening hunters, he acted without thinking. He threw his broken sword with all his might, channeling immense strength into the throw. The projectile shattered the golem's head, saving the hunters. He slipped away before anyone could identify him. A single notification echoing, "You have leveled up." Returning home, he checked his status. He was now level 18. His strength was 48, and other stats had grown significantly. He had a useful new dagger, gold, and the knowledge that he could grow stronger by hunting. Most importantly, he had confirmation that his new power was real. He was no longer the weakest hunter. He was a player in a game only he could see, and he was just beginning to learn the rules.